Hey everybody, Trevor Jackson with you.
Hi,
on
this is
KWYL,
DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
On our live video web stream at SheridanMedia.com as the Sheridan Troopers take on the Gillette Roughriders tonight. Early season matchup between a couple of good rivals, and I want to thank Coleman Hanchett. He's our video producer tonight, bringing you the live video web stream on our website. And James Timberlake is with us as well. Good matchup tonight. What I like about this matchup the most is the coach and the student. Austin Cowan played for Gillette in his American Legion days. His head coach was Nate Perleyberg, who is the head coach of Gillette right now. So it's the student against the teacher tonight. It's kind of fun.
Coach Nate has been there forever.
He's been there for a long time, yeah.
So, we should see. This will be another tough matchup for the Troopers, I think, for the most part, which is only going to
Rough Riders got a good club.
Yeah, it's only going to help them down the road, I think. The lineup for the Rough Riders will go like this. PJ Holtzen-Bueller, he's playing the left field. Kason Loftus in center. Corey Schilling, he's playing third. Riley Schilling is catching. Dominic Hecker at shortstop. Brady Richards in right. Carver Partlow is hitting and pitching tonight. Hogan Tystad, he is playing first base. And then Bevan Evanson will be at second base for the Troopers. And on the bump for the Troopers tonight, Trevor Stowe.
Played in college. So
he's back.
Back for his final season of American Legion Baseball. We'll see how seasoned he is. Obviously, when you play in college, you get fall and spring ball. So he's probably in, it'd be interesting to see what Austin Cowan will do with him tonight, depending on, pitch count, innings, and stuff like that. Trevor throws the ball hard. Obviously, he's a great stick, got a lot of lumber. He can throw. He throws hard, got a great breaking ball, but he also can really get it done at the plate as well, and it's good to see Trevor back for another season. And plus, I think it's a early season message to the Rough Riders too. It's like, look, we got a dude here that he's going to be the stopper all season.
Absolutely.
If you need a win, he's the guy that's going to go out and get you one.
Yeah. And it shows how much respect head coach Austin Cowan has for him. He's batting 3-hole the first game he's back. So Trevor Stowe on the bump and hitting 3-hole. We'll see what he has today. PJ Holtzen-Bueller steps into the box, and the first pitch from Stowe, a little bit low for ball one. And it looks like he's throwing with a lot of gas right now.
Yeah, he's got a good velocity on that fastball.
From the first pitch and the warmest we've seen, he's throwing with a lot of velocity. Here comes the 1-0 from Stowe. That one's in there for strike one.
I think you're looking at, high 80s. Yeah. I think when he warms up and gets moving here in the next couple innings, we'll see. I think he'll touch the low 90s as well.
Here comes the 1-1. That one's dribbled foul on the first base side.
It still amazes me, you watch all the major league pitchers or even some college guys that can throw 100 miles an hour. It still amazes me that batters can get around on it.
Yeah, it's arguably the hardest thing to do in any sport.
It's an art to it when you have somebody that can just throw gas like this.
Here comes the 1-2 from Stowe. That one swung on, hit right to third base, gets by Tyler Reeson into left field for a base hit from PJ Holtzen-Bueller.
Holtzen-Bueller dropped the hammer on that one for the nice solid single. Reeson really didn't have much of a shot at it. It was hit to his left, and that's a tough play to make, and it was hit hard. Now you just want another ground ball. Get a double play out here.
Kason Loftus up to the plate for Gillette. Comes the first pitch to him. That one's high and outside for ball one. Troopers in the light blue uniforms, the baby blues. Rough Riders wearing red with the white pants. Both teams wearing the white pants tonight.
We won't see the Troopers for over another week.
Yeah,
hit the
about
road.
A week and a half.
Yeah, they hit the road for a few.
They got a tournament in Laramie, if I remember correctly, and I think they're back next Saturday. At home next Saturday. Pickoff move by Stowe, but Holtzen-Bueller's back in time. I was surprised Holtzen-Bueller was able to turn on that pitch that he saw a little bit, get by Tyler Reeson over there at third base. Here comes the 1-0 from Stowe. That one's dribbled foul, right side. First base side, right to Ormseth again. Kason Loftus wearing number 12. Got the hiked up pants, showing off the socks.
I like that. It's old school.
The stocking socks.
Yes, I like the pants up by the knees.
Yep.
That's old school. That's how we used to wear them.
Here comes the 1-1 from Stowe. And squares around a bunt, but looks like it was a foul right back into Waugh. make it a strike.
The umpire called it a strike, so I don't think you got a piece of it. I think Waugh just buried that thing.
Yeah. Couldn't tell once Waugh got up.
I think that just shows you right there that Schilling he's got some wheels. He's a little guy, but obviously he can run if you're going to drop down like that this early in the game.
So now 1-2 to Loftus from Stowe. That one's in the dirt. Gets up and hits the umpire and saves a pass ball. That hits... I
think Waugh got crossed up.
Yeah, I think so as well. And
Troy's
it looks like they're going out there.
Yeah, he's gonna walk out and talk to Trevor Stowe. I think that Waugh got crossed up. I think he was thinking maybe breaking ball that time, and now he's going to talk with the umpire. And I'm sure he just told Tim Daniels, "Thanks for blocking."
Yeah, blocking that. No kidding. That saves a base. So the runner stays at first. 2-2 count now to Kason Loftus. Here comes the 2-2. Runner going, and that's going to get by Troy Waugh. Easy stolen base for P.J. Hatzenbuehler.
Well, Gillette's got something cooking here with nobody out here in the top of the first.
A little struggle
Stowe needs
so far.
to settle down a little bit.
First game back for Stowe, so maybe a little butterflies.
I think he can. That's understandable for sure.
Obviously hasn't seen Gillette this year either, so none of these guys have seen Gillette this year. Here comes the 3-2. That one's outside for ball 4.
Now you're in a jam.
Yeah.
Now you need to make one pitch. You need to make a great pitch, and you need something good to happen. You need a double play ball here. You don't want to start off the game, and we've seen that with the Troopers the last several games, other than the level games where the other teams have put up numbers early, and then the Troopers have had to fight back late to try to get back in games, and Stowe needs to find it right here.
Corey Schilling to the plate for Gillette, the third baseman. Runners on first and second. Still no outs for the Troopers. Stowe comes set. Here comes the first pitch. That one's popped high, shallow center field. Tyler Hutton coming in, but called off from the right fielder. Dylan Greeno-Groom out there makes the play.
Yeah, it wasn't hit. Runners are not going to advance on that. Wasn't hit deep enough. Now you're one pitch away out of getting out of it.
So a quick one pitch out to Corey Schilling brings up Riley Schilling, the catcher for the Roughriders. Still force any bag here. Runners on first and second.
Yeah, one great pitch from getting out of the inning right here.
Here comes the first pitch to him. That one swung on and missed by Riley Schilling.
Good fastball.
And again, you'd like to see Tony Carlson maybe a little bit closer, more double play depth, because he is a long ways away from second base. The ball's hit hard to Kale. He's basically going to have to run to second base to try to make a double play. That one is fouled off straight into the backstop.
The first pitch is on the outer third. That's on the inner third, so that's
heads up.
2 fastballs. So the ball gets away. Bad throwback from Juan to the pitcher, but
Cal Hamrick's there to back it up.
Hamrick saves the guys didn't advance, but so 2 really good pitches. Now you can kind of throw them whenever you want. You've gone outside, you've gone inside. Now what are you going to do? Do you heat him up or do you throw a deuce here?
I think should expect curveball all the way here. Still steps off.
Or do you just crank it up?
Who knows? I think maybe Gillette's seen some high heat given how many games they play a year. Here comes the 0-2 from Stowe. That one's hit right side, right past Tyler Ormsmith in the hole between first and second. That's going to bring home a runner. The throw in hits the cutoff man, and a run scores.
Nice job of hitting.
Yep, right back the opposite way.
That was a great at-bat.
Through the first and second base hole, a great at-bat. An RBI single by Riley Schilling.
That was a fastball, James, on the outer third. He just went with it and lined it right in past the first baseman into right field. That was a good job of hitting.
So an RBI single brings up Dominic Hecker.
Well, now you got to control the damage. No more if you're the Troopers. Got to get out of it.
Hecker, the shortstop for Gillette. 5-hole hitter today. Again, this is just a 9-inning game today. No doubleheader. Stowe steps off, picks off over to first, but Riley Schilling back in time, no problem.
He's got a good move.
Yeah, he does.
He's not afraid to throw it hard.
Yeah, if you're confident enough, you can crank it over there. First base, even second base, if you got a good enough move. Runners on first and third for Gillette. Here comes the 0-0. That one's fouled. First base side, but it's going to get out of play. So Gillette so far, 2 well-hit balls, a fly out, and a walk for this lineup early on. An 0-1 count. Here it comes. Squares around, and the runner's coming home, but he has to go back. He was expecting that ball to get down by Dominic Hecker, the runner on third.
In watching and having some inside knowledge on how Nate Perleberg coaches, they will lay down a bunt anytime someone's at third. They will squeeze. They will squeeze a lot. You better be ready for it because they're going to turn. They will squeeze any inning, any at bat, any. Doesn't matter if there's 1 out, 2 outs. Doesn't matter. They will squeeze all the time.
An 0-2 count now. Here comes the 0-2. That one's hit right back up the middle, right to Tony Carlson. He takes it, bounces off of Cale Hamrick's glove as they try to turn it, so everybody is safe.
You know, the thing that's tough about that play is that's probably Hamrick's ball.
Yeah, he came all the way over to the left side of the bag.
Carlson fielded that ball on the third base side of second. If Cale Hamrick gets that ball, it's a double play.
Yeah.
I mean, that is an absolute tailor-made double play. For the shortstop. Austin Cowan's going to call timeout, and he's going to go out and talk to his guys now. It's like, I think the thing is, it's like, look, let's button this up. Calm down and button it up. That was tailor-made for the shortstop right there, and Carlson came over and fielded it. And you know as well as I do, if you're 3 feet away from a guy, it's hard to make that flip.
Yeah.
It really is hard to make that.
Yeah, but with an overhand toss,
it
too,
is.
that's not easy.
It's very hard to make a throw to someone that's that close to you. And I think that's what Austin Cowan just said. Look, guys, let's button this up right now and play baseball, because that should have been
inning
6,
over.
That should have been 6, step on the bag, throw to 3, and get out of it.
Yeah, a 6-3 double play that ends the inning. But now runners on first and second.
And you only got 1 out.
Across, 1 out. Brings up Brady Richards, the right fielder for Gillette. First pitch he sees, squares around a bunt, but misses, and that's going to be strike 1.
You see, the Roughriders, they want to put the ball in play. And, you know, I kind of like it sometimes. It's small ball, but, you know what, you put the ball in play, make the other team get you out. Put some pressure on the defense, because the Troopers are wobbly a little bit right now.
Yeah, we've seen 1 error from the Troopers already.
Mm-hmm.
Stowe steps off, and now we're ready to go here with the 0-1 count. Comes the 0-1, square around again, but it's popped foul. It's going to get out of play. So,
in baseball, you have to think your way through this game, and the greatest advice I ever got, even as a little kid, is what are you going to do with the ball if it gets hit to you? That's number one. What am I going to do based on the situation where runners on base? How many outs are there? If they hit the ball to me, what am I going to do with it? You have to think your way through this game. Otherwise, you can really get in a jam. And right now, Trevor Stoge is trying to get out of this.
So an 0-2 count to Richards after 2 strikes. That one swung on and missed by Stowe for strike 3. Good put-away pitch there by Stowe.
Good, nice fastball right at the knees on the inside corner. And now with Partlow coming up, you got to get out of it.
Yeah. And no messing around. Carver Partlow up to the plate for Gillette. 2 outs now. Runners on first and second. Here comes the first pitch to Partlow. That one swung on, fouled off to the first base side. That'll be strike 1.
But I'm sure, the thing about this, I think Trevor Stowe's going to settle in. Look, he just arrived, and you're starting. This is the first game of the season, and you're starting pitching. So, he will have to he'll settle into it, I think.
Feels like basically fresh off the bus. For
Stowe. Literally.
Here comes the 0-1. That one's popped first base side. Armseth will give it a look, but it's going to get out of play. So now a quick 0-2 count to Partlow.
Well, you got to finish it here. Nothing good to hit. That's what I'm thinking. Nothing good to hit right here.
Yeah, if it's 0-2.
Nothing good.
Here comes the 0-2. That one's high for ball 1. Trying to make Partlow chase there with the high fastball, but Partlow stays put.
Stowe's thrown a lot of pitches in this first inning.
Yeah. not ideal, I think, if you're Austin Cowan. If I were Cowan in this situation. The 1-2 bounces up to Waugh, gets away from him. That's going to allow both runners to move up. Second and third now for Gillette.
You know, when you're the home team, you don't want to give the momentum to the other team so fast.
Yeah.
Doggone it. This has been, they had that 7-game losing streak, and dang it, this is exactly what happened. Just starting slow.
Here comes the 2-2.
Boy, that barely missed.
Yeah.
That barely missed.
Inside, ball 3.
Well, that's awful good to take.
So full count now to Partlow. Stowe ready to go. Runners on second and third, 2 outs in the top half of the first. Here comes. That one's low, ball 4. The bases will be loaded. Bases will be loaded for Hogan Tystad.
Number 21, Hogan Tystad.
Tystad, the first baseman for Gillette.
Well, the Roughriders brought the bats.
Yeah.
Couple of walks, an error, couple of hits.
Here comes the first pitch to Tystad. That one swung on, miss for strike 1. 2 across already for Gillette here in the top half of the first, and might not be done with bases loaded here.
I think another thing is talk about the mental aspect of the game. This is your rival.
Comes the 0-1. That one's low.
Come out, you got to get it buttoned up when it's your rival. This isn't Lovell.
Yeah.
This isn't Lovell that you pounded over the weekend. These are the big boys.
Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on and foul tipped into the glove.
No,
strike 2.
I think if you're Trevor right now, you got to go get him yourself. You got the perfect count. You got to go after him.
Yeah, 8-hole hitter up. See if Stowe can sit him down. Here comes the 1-2. That one's low. Good block by Waugh.
A little off speed, maybe a little slider action there.
Yeah, and if you're the Troopers, this is your gauge, I think. If this is who you want to be, this is your gauge of how you need to be.
Scarlets, Billings Royals, Shine Post 6.
But this is the team you're going to see in the state tournament.
Yeah, you're going to see Post 6. You're going to see these guys. You got to be ready to play.
Yeah. Here comes the 2-2 from Stowe. That one's in there for strike 3. So.
Well, he minimized the damage at least.
Stowe leaves him loaded. But 2 come across for Gillette. That'll make it a 2-0 ball game heading into the bottom of the first. We'll see if the Troopers can come back. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO.
Do you have family coming to town and not enough room in your home to accommodate them? Book them a room at the Candlewood Suites in Sheridan. They'll enjoy features like fully equipped kitchens that include a microwave, full-sized refrigerator, dishwasher, stovetop, even pots and pans, and free guest laundry. Did I mention the outstanding views of the Bighorns? Book your reservation with the Candlewood Suites and relax knowing they'll feel right at home. Call the Candlewood Suites 307-675-2100.
You know what they say, if you're not first, you're last. For all your plumbing demands, choose A-Plus Plumbers and Appliance Repair.
Here at Ernie Ronaldini Field
with Prime Rate Motors and Super Trailer Store.
Well, this is the pattern they have to stop right now. Yeah. It's early in the season. I know it's only April, but it's now I think we're several games into the season now. The mentality has to be, we can't be giving up runs in the first and second innings like this, because now you're just going to try to fight your way back in it, and then you start pressing at the plate, maybe swinging at pitches you normally wouldn't swing at. And, you got to button up, maybe some missed balls in the infield. Obviously, an error just kills you. A couple of walks. I mean, it's not the end of the world. And I talked to somebody today. You can't, like I said, you can't lose the state championship in April. You're not going to win it in April. But doggone it, this is where you got to set the foundation.
Yeah, this is where you
and these guys,
take the steps to get there.
And these guys, a lot of them played for the Sheridan Jets last year. Now it's big boy baseball now. And no one cares. Your opponents don't care either. They're just going to try to pound you. And so now's the time to grow up a little bit and become a Trooper, is the way I look at it.
So Troopers down 2-0, heading into the bottom half of the first. We'll go Dylan Greeno-Groom to lead off. Cale Hamrick batting second. Trevor Stowe at the 3 spot. We Tyler Ormseth batting 4th. Tyler Reeson batting 5th. Riley Green batting 6th. Troy Waugh batting 7th. Tony Carlson at 8th. And Tyler Hutton
I like the lineup. I like the lineup the Troopers have. I like the batting order.
Comes the first pitch to Greeno Groom, the right fielder today for the Troopers. And that one is low and outside for ball one. Carver Partlow on the bump for Gillette.
Carver's dad's a good guy, Ben Partlow, a really good friend of mine, good dude.
Comes the 1-0. That one swung on and missed by Greeno Groom. Haven't seen very much action from Greeno Groom yet this year.
Not a lot. I think he's kind of banged up early.
Oh, okay. You would know that better than I would.
Yeah, battling some injuries a little bit. But Ben Partlow, I umpired with Ben for many years. He's a good guy, great basketball referee.
The 1-1 is way outside for ball two.
That was a curved ball that didn't curve. Kind of
slipped out of his hand.
Let that go a little early.
Yeah. So a 2-1 count now to Greeno Groom to lead off the bottom half of the first for the Troopers. Here it comes. That one, shallow fly ball in left center. Shortstop is going to paddle back and get to it for a pop out. First out of the inning.
Yeah, just didn't get enough under it.
Yep.
Shortstop did make a good play.
Yeah, got right back to his spot.
Yep, good break on the ball.
Here comes Cale Hamrick, shortstop for the Troopers. First pitch he sees, driven right back up the middle over the head of the shortstop. That'll be a line drive single for Cale Hamrick.
Looks like it went right off his glove, didn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty close.
Pretty close. Good solid base hit right off the glove of the shortstop. If not, he missed it by centimeters.
Almost nothing.
You notice I went metric there.
Centimeters
instead of inches.
Yeah.
It was close.
An international man.
Yeah, an international man of mystery.
Trevor Stowe up to the plate now, the pitcher for
Austin Powers.
Yeah. For the Troopers. This will be his first at bat in the Trooper uniform since coming back. Here comes the first pitch to him. That one's driven into center field. It's going to be shallow. Center fielder makes a diving play and gets the out.
Nice play on the ball by the center fielder from Gillette. That was kind of a sinking line drive, and he had to come a long way for it.
Yeah, that was a tough play for, let's see, got a name here, Kason Loftus out there in center field. I'll bring up Tyler Ormseth, the first baseman. A lot of first pitch swings here for the Troopers early on. Other than Greeno Groom, Hamrick, first pitch swing, Stowe, first pitch swing. See if Ormseth steps back. And runner is going at first, and he is thrown out. Throw there by Riley Schilling behind the plate. A great throw to get Cale Hamrick trying to steal second base. So the out of second base on the caught stealing will end the bottom half of the inning. No runs across. We're heading back to the top half of the second. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO.
Mobile banking is a terrific service with numerous features, and Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union has it. With the Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union mobile banking app, use your smartphone for remote deposit, transferring money, paying bills, making loan payments, and more. Take a picture of a check and deposit it into your account. Mobile banking is fantastic at Sheridan Community Federal Credit Union, 141 South Gould, member NCUA, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Dr. Dana Leroy with Leroy Family Dental, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball, 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO. And you can watch it live on SheridanMedia.com. Coleman Hanchett running the stream for us today. Thank you for that, sir. Be 9-1-2 for Gillette coming up to the plate. They put 8 batters to the plate last inning. Only had 2 come across.
You know, get the first out.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, every team wants to get the leadoff man on, but, you know, get that first out, settle down, let's go, get that first inning out of the way with the error and stuff, and let's go.
Bevan Evanson coming to the plate, the second baseman for Gillette. Here comes the first pitch to Evanson. That one's fouled right back into the screen for strike one. It'll be Waugh behind the plate, Stowe pitching, obviously. Ormseth over at first. Carlson at second. Reeson at third. Cale Hamrick at short. Here comes the 0-1. That one's high.
Well, it didn't miss by much.
Riley Green out there in left, Tyler Hutton in center, and Dylan Greeno-Groom in right. That's the Troopers lineup on defense. How they're lined up on defense, I should say. Here comes the 1-1. That one, strike right on the outside corner. Good pitch there by Trevor Stowe.
Good pitch. Tough one to handle. I mean, that's one of those pitches you have to almost be guessing it's going to come there and go the other way with it.
Here comes the 1-2 from Stowe. That one, a little bit low for ball 2. Maybe an off-speed pitch, tried to catch the backside.
I think you just got to cast this guy up. It's the 9-hole hitter. Just go for straight fastball.
Evanson calls time, steps out of the box, and now he's ready to go. Here comes the 2-2 from Stowe. That one, low as well. Good block by Waugh. Make it a 3-2 count.
Oh, you don't want to walk him for sure with the top of the order coming up.
Stowe maybe messing around a little bit too much,
maybe overthrowing the fastball a little bit, maybe.
Here comes the 3-2 from Stowe. That one's in there for strike 3.
That was a no-doubter right there for the out. Evanson was hoping for a walk. He ain't going to get it on that one.
P.J. Hatzenbuehler come to the plate now for Gillette.
Well, got the big out.
Yeah.
That was the big out. That was the big out right there. Now go back to work with the top of the order.
Hatzenbuehler singled back in the first. Came around to score. First pitch he sees in his second at bat is high for ball 1. High and inside.
Little breaking ball there. Didn't break a whole lot.
She kind of floated, but not available for a hit, obviously. Here comes the 1-0. That one a little bit high and inside as well for ball 2. So now a 2-0 count to Hatzenbuehler. Here comes the 2-0. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Just keep pounding the zone. I think, and I mean, look, Trevor Stowe's in a tough spot. First game of the year. Oh, you're starting tonight, you know.
That's not easy. Here comes the 2-1. That one.
That almost hit him.
Wow, I thought that did hit him. It did not. High and inside for ball 3. That was about as close as it can get to hitting the batter.
I'll bet you he heard it go by.
Yeah. So 3-1 count now. Here comes the 3-1. That one swung on, dribbled right side, right to Reesening, diving play, and gets up and throws it over, but it gets by Ormseth. And that's going to allow Hatzenbuehler to get to second base. So Reeson makes a great diving stop, but can't complete the throw.
Made a great play. Throw was, again, low. The second error on the Troopers here in the first 2 innings. And now we're in scoring position.
Are you giving that to Reeson?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a fair call. So the E5 will bring up Kason Loftus, the center fielder. Runner on second now. First pitch Loftus sees is outside for ball 1. Loftus walked and came around to score back in the first inning as well. So the only 2 runs came from Hatzenbuehler and Loftus in the past inning. Give the Gillette Roughriders a 2-0 lead on the range scoreboard. Here comes the 1-0 from Stowe. That one's outside for ball 2.
Throwing a lot of pitches first inning in the third.
Yeah, we got somebody warming up in the bullpen for the Troopers, I think, as well. Looks like Avin Barney out there. So a 2-0 count now to Kason Loftus. Here comes that one. There for strike 1. Gets by Waugh, but he's able to wrangle it before any movement happens. Looks like he got crossed up again because he's going to go out there and talk to Stowe. It's nice and warm, but the cloud cover is making me a little bit nervous when it comes to rain.
Well, it's coming, so
yeah,
we know that for sure that the rain is coming, as long as it just holds off for the ball game.
It's a matter of when, right?
Yes.
At this point, when, not if. 2-1. Here it comes. That one outside for ball 3. So Stowe on the verge of walking Loftus again.
The thing about it is, obviously, it hasn't found his groove. He's kind of missing all over the place.
Yeah. So 3-1 count now. Stowe ready. Here comes That one's low and outside as well for ball 4. So Loftus works 2 walks in back-to-back innings. Runners on first and second now for Corey Schilling.
You keep messing around long enough, I know that Austin Cowan might go get him right now.
Yeah,
he's going to go
walking out there,
and I think that's going to be it. I mean, he's thrown a lot of pitches. I think we're going to see. I think we are.
Evan Barney. Yep.
So Evan Barney's going to come in. We're going to take a break. Pitching change coming for the Troopers as they're down 2-0 on the Range scoreboard. We'll get a break. Come back with more right after this.
Wyoming Corporate Office is the trusted business choice behind thousands of businesses. Whether it's business formation, payroll, corporate paperwork, mail scanning service, or small business phone service, Wyoming Corporate Office powers over 100,000 businesses worldwide and locally. This makes Wyoming Corporate Office the state's largest business-to-business service provider, located right here in Sheridan, Wyoming. If you're drowning in corporate paperwork looking for someone with an unmatched experience that cares and wants to be your partner in making your business successful, trust that Wyoming Corporate Office can help you focus on what makes your business tick. Learn more today by visiting WyomingCorporateOffice.com.
Did you know Sheridan Motors is Sheridan's only locally owned and operated new vehicle dealership? That means when we thrive, Sheridan directly benefits. We're proud to support our hometown through sponsorships, good deeds, and excellent full-time jobs with benefits. Stop by your locally owned and operated Sheridan Motors to check out our incredible selection and find out what's coming soon. We know you have a choice when it comes to shopping for new and used cars, servicing your vehicle, and purchasing tires. On behalf of Sheridan Motors' entire team, thank you for your business.
Need screen printed and embroidered items? Well, whatever.
Hi there, this is Jim and Chosby with Steeple.
And welcome back to Ernie Rodolini Field, Thornrider Park. Troopers down 2-0. Got a pitching change.
Well, they're probably hoping, James, it would have been a little bit better tonight. But again, I'm going to give Trevor Stowe gets a pass.
Not of his, every start is a storybook start, right?
Think about this. He gets a pass because of his track record.
Yeah.
And look, it's like your first game back, and you're going to start. And obviously a little bit of pressure, and that's just the way it goes. Evan Barney's going to come in now. We've seen Evan a few times on the mound already. Try to minimize the damage here and see if you can climb back in this game. Just got to try to get out of this inning right now.
Stowe moves over to second base. Tony Carlson comes out, and Evan Barney will be on the mound now.
Yeah, right now this is about getting out of this inning. You just don't want the Roughriders to go off.
Barney, left-hander. First pitch that he throws to Corey Schilling is a strike on the outside corner.
It's a little bit different look, too. Look, the hard-thrown right-hander with a lefty that can deal a little bit. I mean, Evan's got a little zip on the fastball, but he's also got a little bit more movement on the ball as well.
Here comes the 0-1. That one swung on and missed by Schilling.
It's always wish I would have been a left-handed pitcher. Just seems like they just can, for some reason, lefties had a little bit more movement on the ball.
So an 0-2 count quickly to Corey Schilling. Here comes from Barney. That one swung on, fouled, first base side, out of play.
That was a good spot. It was low and away. That was just a defensive swing right there to try to stay in the at-bat.
So still 0-2, runners on first and second for Gillette. And here it comes from Barney. That one swung on and chopped away right at the backstop.
Just got a piece of it.
Yeah. He
That's
moved his back foot to get out of the way to try to chop it off.
Yeah, couple of back-to-back defensive swings, but a nice job by Schilling to at least stay in the batter's box. Because he was fooled on that pitch for sure.
Yeah. Here comes the 0-2. That one's outside and off-speed pitch. Didn't come all the way back into the zone.
Call that backdoor curveball?
Yeah.
Just didn't quite get the backdoor.
So a 1-2 count now to Corey Schilling, and here it comes. That one fouled off into the parking lot.
I like, away. It's kind of this at bat. I think if you want to take the power out of it, make the batters go the other way with it. I like that. And if Barney could just stay on that outer third, he's going to be fine.
Here comes the 1-2 from Barney. That one's bounced. Runners go. Troy Wild makes a throw down, and the runner at third is safe. And the runner at first moves up to second as well.
Just got away from him a little bit. Otherwise, he makes that throw. Just trundled away far enough that the runner got it. And the thing about it is the runner at second base got a really good jump at it. Hatzebuehler got a great jump.
So now runners on second and third. That one's popped foul. First base side. That's going to get out of play as well. Tim Daniels going to need some balls now because he's losing them all out in the parking lot.
You don't want to lose your balls.
Touche.
Touche.
Losing
balls is not good.
Yes.
but they have plenty of balls in the dugout for you to have some more.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Here comes the 2-2. That one swung on, fouled away again. So good at bat here by Corey Schilling.
He's seen a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
But I'd like to, almost like to see Barney drop the hammer on him right here. Some kind of big old curveball or something looping.
Here it comes. That one drilled into left field. That one's going back. It's right off the base of the wall. That's going to bring home 2 for Gillette. And after the long at bat, Corey Schilling drives in 2 with a 2 RBI double.
Well, there you go. You think of at bats, and if you get to see, if you get to see 6, 7, 8 pitches, I always think that's the advantage to the batter. If you get to see everything the guy's throwing to you, whether it's a breaking ball, fastballs, if you get to see enough of them, and that time he just turned on that one and smoked it right off the wall.
The more you see, the better off you're going to be.
Exactly.
You're going to be if you're the batter. So, 2 runs again here in the top half of the second for the Gillette Roughriders on the range scoreboard. They're leading 4-0 now. Runner on second, Schilling, and Riley Schilling up to the plate now for the Gillette Roughriders. He swings and misses at strike 1. Riley and Corey, I'm going to assume they're brothers.
Yeah, we'll go with that assumption.
That one is hit into left center field, and Hutton's going to be able to wrangle that one. Runner was not tagging at second, so he will stay. That's 2 outs now in the inning. I'll bring up number 11, Dominic Hecker, the shortstop. Hecker reached on an E6 back in the first. First pitch he sees here, and that one's drilled but foul on the left side, third base side. Seen a couple of lightning spurts out there.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, well.
The L word is not good.
Yeah.
For baseball, the L word is not good. We don't want the L word at all.
I can't jinx it. Here comes the 0-1. That one swung on, fouled, first base side.
Nice job. He jammed him on that pitch.
Yep. That won't get a lot of play.
There wasn't a whole lot he could do with that pitch except what he just did. Just get rid of it.
So an 0-2 count now to Dominic Hecker. Here comes, that one's high. Chase pitch there for Avin Barney. But Hecker not fooled. Here comes the 1-2, runner going from second. Waugh makes the throw down, but too high, and that is a stolen base.
It's a great play by Reeson.
Yep.
The throw was high. He went up and had to glove that thing, otherwise they get another run.
Yeah, if that one gets into left, Schilling is getting up and basically walking home. So 2-2, here comes to Hecker. That one's hit right at Trevor Stowe. Line drive out, and that will do it. But 2 runs come across for Gillette. And now we head to the bottom half of the second. The Troopers trailing 4-0 on the range scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom half of the second here on 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Wade McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
This is Dr. Michelle Meehan, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Well, Trevor, you know the old saying, if you're out in the field for the first time, the ball will find you. And that's exactly what happened to Trevor Stowe there.
I was going to say, you look at the scoreboard. Isn't it like a deja vu all over again?
Yeah, it is.
You know, we saw them play the Royals and Scarlets in post 6, and we saw them play Bozeman, Montana, where they gave up early runs, and then you have to fight your way back into it. And, and frankly, they've done a good job of kind of getting back into ball games, but, I think this inexperienced team is going to learn you just can't keep doing this.
That's not something you want to get used to.
It's not winning baseball.
In the season.
You're not winning baseball games when you're falling behind 4-0 after 2 innings. It's just not going to happen.
Baseball is a funny sport that way, where you can really you can, there's no clock on it, so you can win at any point in the time, no matter how many runs you're down or anything like that. But that, again, that is not winning baseball. That is not something that you want to get used to if you're the Troopers.
Well, no, you just need, you need to get base runners. Put a little pressure on the Roughriders to make plays. Get some base runners. I don't care. You know what? You get hit, you walk. I don't care how you get on base. Just get some base runners and try to at least, because the first inning went real quick.
And it's not like they're not seeing the ball terribly right now. Ormseth coming into the plate for the Troopers. He's the 4-hole hitter, but you had a fly out to short, flew out to center. Here comes the first pitch. That one in there for strike one.
Little slider action.
Yep.
Good looking pitch on the outer third.
It's a tough pitch to do anything with. Here comes the 0-1 to Ormseth. That one dribbled left side, fielded by the shortstop, and makes the play.
Good play. Little candy hop.
That's you get a lot of those on the turf.
Mm-hmm. And Ormseth chopped that into the ground and hit a big hop. Shortstop took it off the bounce and threw him out.
So that'll bring up Tyler Reeson, third baseman for the Troop. Number 17 hitting from the right side. First pitch from Partlow. That one a little bit high for ball one.
Well, you're not getting the high strike tonight.
Now Daniels calling maybe a little bit lower than the letters.
Yeah, you're not getting the high strike, obviously, in the first two innings.
Yeah.
That's fine. Now the players know.
Here comes the 1-0. That one's in there for strike one. Swung on and missed by Reeson. Yeah, I'd rather be not getting the high strike than not getting the low strike if you're a pitcher. Here comes the 1-1 from Partlow. Little off-speed pitch that gets in there for strike two.
Good-looking pitch.
Yeah, he's got maybe a slider and a changeup that we've seen so far.
That was a good-looking pitch right there.
You can see the change of speed from up here as well. So 2-2 now from Partlow. That one swung on and missed by Reeson. Blocked at the plate, and the throw down to first is in time. It's going to go in as a strikeout. Throw him out. So 2 outs now here in the second. Riley Green, the left fielder, coming up to the plate.
Riley had a good weekend.
Yes, he did.
Had a big weekend against Lovell. Banged the ball all over the ballpark.
Yeah, multiple doubles. He had a triple.
See if he can stay hot.
First pitch you'll see from Partlow. Here it comes. In there for strike one. And Partlow painting the outside corner on those right-handed hitters so far. Here comes the 0-1. That one swung on and drilled left side, but it's going to be foul.
Hit it hard.
On the third base side.
Jumped on it big time.
It's a little bit early.
And that pitch was up, too.
So the 0-2 now to Green. Here it comes. It's a curveball that stays up, but it's going to be high for ball one. If you're Partlow, you don't want to be missing your curveballs up there very often. High and inside, not ideal for a curveball. Here comes the 1-2 to Partlow, or to Green, excuse me. That one's high as well.
Ooh, that just missed. Ooh. Ooh. I think he's lucky he's still at bat.
No high strikes.
Ooh, I thought
from Tim Daniels.
I thought that was going to be strike three right there. Nothing above the belt so far, for sure.
2-2 count to Riley Green. Here it comes. That one's way outside. Make it ball three.
Oh, making him work, making him throw some pitches.
Green making.
I mean, he's seen the minimum so far.
Green
as
making
far as batters.
Count, yeah. The center fielder is shaded way over into left center right now, and we saw Riley hit a triple over into right center just this past weekend. We'll see if he can do it again. Here comes the 3-2. That one's in there. Strike three. And that will sit down Riley and end the inning for the Troopers. Nothing comes across. Troopers go up 3 down, and now down 4-0 heading into the top half of the third on the range scoreboard. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO.
The law offices of Chapman, Valdez, and Lansing has offices in Sheridan and Casper ready to protect the freedoms and rights of the citizens of Wyoming. Michael Lansing, McCole Soto, and Maid McCool provide competent local legal counsel focused on small businesses, real estate transactions, guardianships, employee protections, and personal injury. Michael, McCole, and Wade will aggressively, timely, and ethically protect your rights 24/7. Proud to support all local youth activities.
Hello, this is Benton Johnson with Sheridan Motor, and you're listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Troopers down 4-0 heading into the top half of the third on the range scoreboard. And again, this is a 9-inning game, no doubleheader, no 2 sevens, just 1 9 today. And 2 innings, 2 across for Gillette so far.
Well, you got to stop it now. Otherwise, this, look, right now Gillette is in a comfort zone. The Roughriders are in a total comfort zone. They're in complete control. Partlow's doing a good job on the mound. He's faced the minimum. You got him a 4-run lead, so no pressure on him right now. And the Troopers got to go back to work here.
Right fielder Brady Richards up to the plate for Gillette. First pitch he sees from Evan Barney inside for ball 1. Richards struck out swinging in the first inning. Swings and misses at that one. Make it a 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed again by Brady Richards.
Hey, throw it the same spot. Challenge him.
Here comes from Barney. That one swung on and missed for strike 3.
You know what? Challenge him. I like that.
Quick strikeout by Evan Barney of Brady Richards brings up Carver Partlow, pitcher. He's having a good day on the bump, and he walked back in the first at the plate. Here comes the first pitch to him. That one's in there for strike 1. Partlow doesn't seem like he has a lot of gas on the mound.
I think he's done a good job of kind of changing speeds.
Yeah,
though.
that's the thing.
Nice job.
He's got a good off speed. Great pitch there by Evan Barney. Fooled Partlow the entire way.
He
way
was
out in front.
Way out on the front foot on that breaking ball.
Make it an 0-2 count to
that
Partlow.
That really darted inside.
Comes the 0-2. That one's high for ball 1. A chase pitch. High and outside.
Yeah, you just got to see if you can get him fishing. Nothing wrong with that.
Here comes the 1-2. That one's low. Another chase pitch, but this time low. So a 2-2 count now to Partlow. This is the part where the Troopers maybe need to improve on a tad. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed by Partlow, so that's a strikeout as well. Strikeout.
We get back-to-back Ks.
Yep. Good start of this inning.
For the first time.
Yeah.
Of the game. Get the first 2 outs.
Continue on that point. I think once they get comfortable on those 0-2 counts as pitchers, they maybe mess around a little bit too much, and that can lead to walks, hitters counts leading to full counts, and that's always a bad situation to be in if you're a pitcher. Don't want to put yourself in a all-or-nothing situation leading to 3-2. Just get yourself to 1-2, 2-2, have those throwaway pitches that you can throw early on, and then try to get them. Second pitch to Hogan Tystad is in there for strike 1. First pitch you saw was low in the dirt for ball 1. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, hit right back up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit.
Right on the money.
Line drive single right up the middle. So Bevan Evanson will come up, the 9-hole hitter for Gillette. And if you're the Troopers, you don't want the top half of the lineup to come back through with
that's where all the damage has been done by the first 4 guys.
So if
5 guys.
If you're Barney, you're going to want to get Evanson right here. Here comes the first pitch. Nope. Pickoff move. That one.
Had the runner was leaning big time. He didn't have much of a lead. Yep. But, boy, he had a big lean.
Yeah, it took a long time to get back over there, but he's safe. Close play, but safe. That's Hogan Tystad over there at first. First pitch that Evanson sees popped up in the infield. It's going to be out of play and foul, but Ormseth reels it in for out number 3. So, nothing across for Gillette for the first time in this game. Stays 4-0 on the range scoreboard. Troopers coming up in the bottom half of the third. You're listening to Trooper Baseball, 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO.
Brand identity is an integral part of your company. It's how the public views your organization and relates to your business. The folks at Alpha Graphics are experts in helping you grow your brand through strategic and consistent marketing plans. Their goal is to help you get noticed and get business. Go to alphagraphicssheridan.com to request a quote today, or stop by their new location at 2266 North Main Street in Sheridan.
All around the Cowboy State, schools are back in session.
Visionary, keeping Sheridan County connected.
And welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Carver Partlow still on the bump for Gillette, and it'll be 7-8-9 coming up for the Troopers. Troy Waugh, Avin Barney, and Tyler Hutton.
It's some base runners.
Yep, that's all you can
Only
ask
had
for at this
one.
point. Yeah, and face the minimum Partlow has. I don't know why I just talked like Yoda, but that's okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
You didn't have the accent.
That's true. I'm not good enough to do that.
Or Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, Jar Jar. I can't believe you go Yoda and then Jar Jar next.
I know.
That's a weird jump.
That is.
So, Troy Waugh will come to the plate, the catcher for the Troopers. His first at bat of the day.
Again, just looking for base runners right now. Try to get something going.
Walk, a hit, an error, or anything. Put the ball in play or walk. First pitch to Waugh sees he does put in play, but it's foul. Just foul on the third base side.
Foul. Third baseman gloved it, but just foul by, about a foot?
Yep.
Foot or two.
So a quick 0-1 count to Waugh. And Partlow ready to go. Here it comes. That ball's low for ball one.
Well, that didn't miss by much.
Did not miss by much.
Partlow kind of looked like, really?
Partlow's making Daniels make all the tough calls back there.
Mm-hmm. He was looking at that one like, that looked like a pretty good pitch.
Here is the 1-1. That one's dribbled. Third base side. Third baseman gets by the third baseman. Bad communication there by both the pitcher and the third baseman.
You know, James, that's a play that like 1% of players are going to make. I mean, that's a professional baseball player. Third baseman makes that play. It's chopped off the plate. Yeah. It's high in the air, and you got to barehand it and throw.
And it looked like the third baseman almost got out of the way, so
there was a ton of spin on it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're almost at that point it's no man's land. So that's just a good solid base hit, infield hit. There's nothing you can do about it.
So
but at that point, that's exactly what the Troopers needed. Something like that to happen.
There's your base runner. No outs. Waugh on first. Brings up Avin Barney, pitcher right now for the Troopers. First pitch he sees. He squares around a bunt, but it's outside for ball one. Partlow, first time he's working out of the stretch so far today, I believe. Pickoff move by Partlow, but Waugh's back in time, no problem. Just checking on him over there at first. You don't see a lot of catchers with speed very often. Here comes the 1-0. Barney squares around again and fouls it off, though.
It's kind of defensive bunt.
Defensive bunt, yeah.
I mean, he squared. That pitch was inside. He had to dance out of the way, and he almost used the bat to kind of deflect the ball away.
Yeah.
Now you got to swing away.
Good defensive move, though.
Yeah.
He hit it, or bunted it foul. So now 1-1 to Barney. He's got a lot of open space in right field. Barney, first pitch, popped left side, third base side. Third baseman's going to get camp under it for out number one. So the first out of the inning comes from Avin Barney. That's going to bring up 9-0 hitter Tyler Hutton, center fielder. Hutton wearing number 7, batting from the left side. Two lefties now back-to-back for the Troopers. in the lineup now that Avon Barney took over for Tony Carlson.
Now you're going to get a third one coming up at the top of the order.
Dylan Greeno Groom as well. That's right. I don't know how many Legion teams can say that. Back-to-back-to-back lefties. Hutton calls for time. Now he steps back in the box and ready to go. Partlow comes set. And first pitch to Hutton in there for strike one. Hutton gets a sign from Austin Cowan over there at third base. And here comes the 0-1 to Hutton. Here comes, and Hutton squares around, puts down a great bunt right to the pitcher. That's going to move Waugh at the very least, and it gets by the first baseman, and Waugh's going to be able to go over to third base. Hutton will stay at first. So an error there by the pitcher. Well, you'll take that.
That's a classic example that I've talked about in the first inning. Put the ball in play, make the defense get you out, and that time it was a good bunt. And I think a good throw gets him, obviously, and the thing got wide of the first baseman. But, put the ball in play, put the pressure on the defense to get you out. And now you got something cooking here with an out, with runners on the corners.
That brings up Dylan Greeno Groom, a right fielder for the Troopers. Runners on first and third now after the error from Partlow on the bump. Runner is fake going, but it's at foul anyways. Hutton did that little fake steal. Get the infield moving around a little bit. So an 0-1 count now to Dylan Greeno Groom after the foul ball on the third base side. And a pickoff move to Hutton, and they get him. No save.
Oh!
Wow.
If I'm Gillette, I'm going to complain right here. The field umpire was not in position. And he pointed at the first base umpire, or at the home plate umpire, to see what the call was. I think he's out, pretty much.
I do too. I thought he was
totally toast. And the Gillette manager is going to come out and talk with their umpire. And he's
so can you reverse it there?
No, you can't.
Okay.
No, you're not going to reverse it. But you got to be in position.
I thought he was dead meat.
You got to be in position, and when somebody leans like that, I mean, you're freaking out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all the way. That's all I can say. You're out. Out is out. That is definitely an out.
Yeah, that looked like they had him.
And Nate Perleberg, the manager, the manager from Gillette, Nate Perleberg's being cool about it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, in about a month and a half or 2 months from now, he ain't going to be cool with that. And
it's early in the season for the umpires too, right?
You still got to be in position, and I don't like the position right now.
Yeah, in between.
I don't like it because you can't make that call.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And you're almost never going to see pickoff moves to third base.
No.
So it would make more sense for them to be on the right side.
So the Troopers got really lucky.
Yeah. So an 0-1 count to Greeno Groom. Pickoff again, but this time Hutton back in time.
Yep, Trooper's got a big break. Now he's got to make something happen with an out.
From up here,
yep.
I said it. I said he was out.
Oh, yeah.
And Daniels said safe it behind home plate.
And the thing about it is, you can't put that on a home plate umpire.
Yeah, true.
You can't call it from there.
Yeah, they got too much other stuff.
You cannot call somebody out from 90 feet.
Yeah.
It can't happen.
Yeah.
It's an impossibility to make that call. And if you do, then you deserve not to umpire ever again. That's the way I look at it.
Greeno Groom watches one high and outside for ball one, so a 1-1 count to him now. Partlow ready for the 1-1. Here it comes. That one swung on, driven right center field. Right fielder is going to get under it. Runner is tagging at third and throw home, but cut off by the first baseman. And runner comes home to score.
Well, that got you a run. So nice sacrifice fly.
Troy Waugh comes home.
So at least that breaks the ice.
Yep. RBI sac fly by Dylan Greeno Groom. Good piece of hitting, just putting it out in play. And that's going to bring up Cale Hamrick, shortstop. singled back in the first. Got caught stealing to end the inning. Runner on first now. Hutton's still over there. Partlow ready to go. Still checking on the runner. Still checking on the runner. Cale Hamrick's going to call time smartly. Took a lot of time to come set and come home with that pitch. And Hamrick said, no more of this. Just going to call time. Here comes the first pitch to Hamrick. That one's outside for ball one. Quick pitch from that time.
It just keeps getting darker and darker out with the clouds. We just want the lightning and the rain to stay away as long as possible.
Yeah. So 1-0 count now to Hamrick. You can tell Partlow really wants that pickoff. Here comes the 1-0. That one's outside as well, 2-0. Because he had him.
Much.
And he had Hutton over at first base.
But, if you're the runner and you got picked, but you got away with it, you're not going anywhere.
Not gonna get picked again.
No.
You are staring at
You don't want to see your head coach in the dugout.
2-0 count now to Cale Hamrick. Here it comes. That one's dribbled left side right to the third baseman. He fields it cleanly. Throw over. Offline, but they lay the tag down on Hamrick anyways. And that is going to be out number 3. But the Troopers get one across on the sac fly from Dylan Greeno-Groom. It's now 4-1 on the range scoreboard. You're listening to Trooper Baseball on 1410 AM, 106.9 FM, KWYO.
Does your outfit need refueled? Roll on into Farmers Co-op. Their large parking lot and easy access pumps make fueling up a breeze. Feeling a little hungry? While you're there, pick up a little something from the Country Store Deli. Perhaps a Polish sandwich, chicken wings, or taquitos. Top it off with chips and a cold drink, and you're good to go. Farmers Co-op, open Mondays through Fridays from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m., weekends 6 a.m. to 10. For your convenience at 1450 Coffeen Avenue in Sheridan.
Hi, this is DJ Dearcorn of First Federal Bank and Trust, and you are listening to Sheridan Media Sports.
Welcome back to Trooper Baseball. Troopers get one across here on the bottom half of the third, so make it 4-1. Gillette leads on the range scoreboard. They're going to have top of the order coming up.
Well, for the Troops to get one across, you break the ice. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
And now just try to limit the damage. Go back to work here. You had a good inning in the third. Now put another 0 up on the scoreboard. And just see if you can dig your way back in it. Still got plenty of time. It's only the fourth, so you got time.
P.J. Hatzenbuehler come to the plate for Gillette. He singled back in the first, reach on an error in the second. He squares around a bunt, puts one down first base side, but it goes foul. Would have been a good bunt if that would have stayed fair. Got just enough juice on it to roll about halfway between first and home.
Yeah, you always expect the unexpected when you play Gillette. That's just kind of the MO for this club with their head coach. They're going to put the ball in play. They'll bunt any time.
Comes the 0-1. That one's low for ball one, especially with the lefty on the mound, too.
They'll bunt any count, any time.
Makes it difficult for a lefty to try to field off of the mound as well if they're laying down a bunt. That one swung on and missed by Hatzenbuehler. Good pitch by Barney.
It's not a real high percentage, but, again, put the ball in play, make them get you out. It's not a bad strategy at all.
Here comes the 1-2. That one swung on, fouled off. Keep it 1-2. Yeah, if he was able to bunt one first base side, that's a real tough play to make for Barney because he's left-handed. He's going to have to spin around and make that throw at first. That one's popped. Foul, going to get out of play. So it'll stay 1-2 count to Hatzenbuehler. And here comes the 1-2. That one's high for ball 2. Comes the 2-2. That one's high as well. Make it 3-2. Again, you don't want to be walking the leadoff guy.
Nope, you don't want to put the leadoff on base.
Yep. All the damage has been done by the first two guys for Gillette, and that is ball 4.
Missed high again.
Yep. 3 straight pitches miss high. And that allows Hatzenbuehler to reach again his 3rd time on base in this game. came across the score in the past 2 times he's been on, and that'll bring up Kaysen Loftus, the center fielder, who's also come around to score twice in this game. First pitch to Loftus, squares around a bunt. Good bunt right to Avon Barney, and that one gets away from the first baseman, way wide. And that allows Loftus to go to second and Hanson Bueller to get to third.
What did I just tell you?
And that is exactly what you were talking about.
Put the ball in play, put the pressure on the defense, and you gun one into right field. Gillette did the same thing. And now you go from we're doing all right to now runners on second and third with nobody out, and you got the 3-hole man up.
Yep. Corey Schilling coming to the plate. He'll watch ball 1 lone inside. No outs. Second pitch that Schilling sees, he fouls off into the parking lot. So a 1-1 count now to Corey Schilling. Corey, so far today, he flew out to right, and he doubled back in the second and stole third. That one's hit right in between second and third, and that's going to bring home another 2 runs for the Gillette Roughriders. Another 2 RBI at bat for Corey Schilling. He's got 4 RBI on the night.
Well, so much for scoring a run and cutting the lead.
Yep.
Gave it right back in a hurry.
So Riley Schilling will come to the plate now, the catcher.
I mean, it's that old baseball cliche, James. Errors and walks kill you.
Yep. That's all it takes. Really flip a game on its head.
Just kill you.
Riley Schilling, first pitch he watches, is high for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. That one swung fouled right back into the catcher for strike 1, make it a 1-1 count. All the damage coming from the top half of the lineup tonight, as we've seen all season. Kickoff move by Barney, and that one's safe. Schilling gets back in there, no problem. Here comes the 1-1. That one swung on, driven left field and deep. It's going to hold up, though, for Riley Green. He drops it. They're going to get the out at second because Corey Schilling thought that Green had caught it, but it had fallen right out of his glove. And Schilling was running back to first, thinking that Green had caught it, but comes out of his glove, and they're able to get the force out at second. So salvage something.
Oh, boy.
But that could have been a lot worse.
And, that, you know, if you're the base runner of that position, you're done. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's absolutely, you're just in no man's land.
Yep. Yeah, that's a tough spot there.
Yeah, you can't anticipate that.
That'll bring up Dominic Hecker. First pitch he sees, he swings on and misses.
That's the third